Hello everybody, and welcome to Wounded Healer Tarot. My name is James, and I'll be doing your reading today. This particular reading is for the sign of Scorpio. This is a you versus them reading, so the first part will be your person's energy towards you, and then the second part will be your energy towards your person. Alright, so first up here we have what energy you are currently embodying, which is crocodile. Let's see. Resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. Okay. When in balance, crocodile energy is wise, patient, and a silent powerhouse. When crocodile energy is out of balance, it feels stuck and lashes out. To bring crocodile energy into balance, you must rest. Makarasana pose. That is some yoga stuffs that I really don't know anything about. All right. Now we're going to take a look at your person's current energy towards you in 3 different categories. The first one, being their current feelings towards you. All right, what is Scorpio's person's current feelings towards them? 2 more cards for Scorpio's person's current feelings towards them, please. I said 2, not 10. All right. Scorpio's person's current feelings towards them. All right, one more card, please. That was just rude, but the 4 of Pentacles popped out and then back into the deck, so getting the vibe that this person has been holding on to you and their feelings for you. And with that crocodile energy, I'm getting the vibe that you guys have not been in contact. So that is very likely. All right. Well, okay. All right. So we have the 6 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Page of Swords. So this person definitely sees like some sort of like victory here with you. And with the Hierophant, I'm getting the vibe that you are somebody that they would like to spend the rest of their life with. Because the Hierophant generally speaks to marriage. And with the Page of Swords here, it's likely that they have been peeping your social media, possibly even stalking it. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the 3 of Cups, Death, and the Magician. Now, the Three of Cups could speak to one or multiple things. You know, the Three of Cups generally represents a gathering of three people, cups hoisted up in the air, celebrating something, or just having a good old time. So sometimes that could speak to an individual who has a bit of a drinking problem, or a third party situation. Either way, with Death and the Magician following, I'm getting the vibe that this could speak to um, possibly a third party situation. Then with Death and the Magician following, I want to say that there's been some sort of transformation within you that has somehow caused you to see what you yourself are truly capable of achieving here. And that is what has hopefully helped you to let go of whatever this third party was, whether it's an addiction issue or a either like another person, or just letting your job or some other situation get in the way here of this connection. But either way, you have the Eight of Pentacles underneath that, which gives me the vibe that you would really like to put in the work on this situation. Now, that Page of Swords could also talk to, or rather speak to, learning how to communicate here. That may have been something that held you back previously. Now, next up, we're taking a look at what your what your person's current intentions are towards you. Scorpio's person's current intentions towards them. One more card for Scorpio's person's current intentions towards them, please. All right. So first up here, we have the 10, excuse me, of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Now, this individual wants to come forward here and express, you know, that they see themselves having the life with you, right? When they could be explaining, you know, when they envision the life that they would ideally like to live, you are a part of that, having a family, the house, the car, the job, you know, everything with you. And with that Four of Swords there and that Six of Cups, I'm getting the vibe that they intend to heal this connection here because they feel like a really deep bond. They could have even at some point, or will soon, or have the intention to technically here, since this is in the position of their current intentions. You know, you see those roots here and how they go deep. That gave me a Jessie Reyes lyric where she says, "When the roots go deep, so I know you won't leave." This person could definitely be feeling that. But you know, there could be a lot of history here, whether in this life or a past one. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So there was most certainly something here that happened to cause a person to feel betrayed. With the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, it's possible that your person, they would like to express to you here that like they see you as this like Queen of Wands energy, which is someone who's like irresistibly attractive physically, and somebody who's very unique and independent, very like no fucks given attitude. They don't care what other people think. They are who they are genuinely. And that sort of individual can also be very protective. As you see the mother snake, coiled up around her eggs in a very defensive stance. And with that Knight of Pentacles, this is something that could have taken them quite a while to like either be able to express or even recognize or make sense of. Maybe they were very attracted to you. They didn't know why it didn't make sense to them. But either way, I'm getting the vibe that this is something that was kind of like that has been a long time coming, so to speak. Interesting. Underneath that, we have the Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands, and King of Wands, which is giving me the vibe that your person here went off on a very lonely yet personal path. And with that Ten of Wands, it was a very heavy burden, but it was necessary for them to be in this King of Wands energy, or rather to get them to this King of Wands energy, where they are essentially, it's like you guys are going to be, or currently are, matching each other's energy. Because under that, we have the Lovers. This is definitely a divine counterpart sort of situation here. All right, now lastly, we're going to take a look at your what action, if any, your person will take towards you. Hello, Four of Wands, one of the marriage cards in the deck. The Seven of Pentacles made itself known. I'm not taking it for the spread or whatever, but they could currently be, assessing their life and essentially making room for you in it. They could be reevaluating the things that they've been doing, the people they've been doing them with, the decisions they've been making, and getting ready to really be in this for the long haul. Getting ready to show you how serious they are. And then we have the World, a change of cycle. All right, one more card for Scorpio's persons. What action, if any, they will be taking? Yeah. Then we have the Hermit. Interesting. So to me, this is giving the vibe of, this person, they intend to come towards you and either A, just come straight out with this proposal here. And, with the Six of Cups and their intentions, that can sometimes be interpreted as somebody coming forward with like an olive branch, a gift. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it's like a boy giving a girl like a bouquet of flowers. Now, whether it's something like that or with this Four of Wands out here, maybe they're coming straight in with a proposal. So they could be coming in with a ring, which I find interesting because if you look at the World, what does that look like to you? A bunch of rings? Yeah. But I'm getting the vibe here with that, and then the World to the Hermit, like this individual is going to really be coming out of their shell. This is something that they've never done before. This is going to be a completely different version of them. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and the Hangman. Yeah, this person is definitely going to be coming forward with, you're going to be getting a message from this individual. Now, this message may not contain a proposal, so to speak. This person could simply be messaging you to set up a date, a place, a time to meet and talk, or a time to talk on the phone, video chat, what have you. And with the Chariot and the Hanged Man, this individual, excuse me, like these are two very fast-paced energies in the tarot, especially the Chariot, and then you have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can be a bit impulsive, but with the Chariot and the Hanged Man, this individual's perception of you has drastically switched. It's drastically changed. Now, underneath that, we have the Two of Swords. This individual has needed to be in a space of independence here with the Nine of Pentacles, to where they can make the solid decision here to come towards you. But in order to be in this space, they needed to find some balance here, whether internal or external. All right, so that is it for your person's current energy towards you. Now to hit the flip side of this and get your energy towards your person. BRB. All right, Scorpio, welcome back. Now we're going to be taking a look at your current energy towards your person, starting with, what energy are you currently embodying? Let's see. Interesting. You've got Buffalo. I don't think I've gotten this card yet since using this deck. I have not used this deck much. So, let's see. All right. Grounded yet heavenly. Practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive, yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, buffalo energy is trusting and pure presence. When out of balance, buffalo energy is restless and lacks gratitude. To bring buffalo energy into balance requires prayer, bhakti. Excuse me. I guess that sort of makes sense because I believe in a lot of like native beliefs, buffaloes represent like a spiritual connection. Oop. All right. Now we're going to take a look at your current energy towards your person, starting with your feelings. All right. Scorpio's current feelings towards their person, please. 3 cards for Scorpio's feelings towards their person, and it just gave me everything at once. And at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. So, mhm, hmm, oh, okay then. So, first up here with this Five of Wands, there was, or rather currently probably still is, some sort of conflict here that ensued between you and this individual. But with the Wheel of Fortune here to this Nine of Cups, it seems like there is some sort of something here. It's shifted and has, like, makes you feel like this individual is like your wish fulfillment in a sense. Now at the bottom of the deck, as you saw a moment ago, we have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Hermit and the World. Okay, well, I definitely get the vibe here that in order to realize your like true feelings and how genuinely deep they are for this individual, it required you to retreat. You had to spend time with yourself, look within, and that realization has led you to this world energy, creating a sort of change in patterns, a change in cycle, which now makes more sense why that Wheel of Fortune is out here. Because I was really curious as to what could have caused you to go from the Five of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. Usually there's something like in between there. All right. Now we're going to take a look at your current intentions towards your person here. It just gave me everything once again. Alrighty. You're just making this quick and easy, huh? Alright, so we have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Whoops. Wait. Yeah. So with that in the area of your current intentions, alright, so with the Four of Pentacles, I'm getting the vibe that you're holding on to this individual here, what you guys had, but with that Five of Swords, the situation has left you feeling very defeated. And with the Two of Pentacles, there's a need here to find balance, not only within yourself, but within this connection here with this individual, because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Ace of Swords. So, you know, once you find this independence here with that Nine of Pentacles, you'll be able to move past this Three of Swords, this broken heart. And with this Ace of Swords, you'll be able, like, that will in turn bring you clarity, bring you closer to the truth, your truth, the truth of the situation here. Because underneath that, we have the Ten of Swords. So somebody here was left feeling betrayed, and that person could possibly be you. But underneath that, we have the Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups. So obviously you still harbor feelings for this individual regardless of what happened here. And that's something, you know, you want to speak to them, you want to open up and let them know that you see this connection here for what it is. All right, now lastly, we're going to take a look at what actions, if any, you will take towards them. 3 cards for what actions, if any, Scorpio will take towards their person. All right, first up here we have the Two of Wands. I feel like you would like to plan a way forward here with this individual, a way to move past whatever has happened. Maybe you were the one who hurt them. That's why you have all this fives energy out here in your feelings and intentions. I say all, but you have 2 out of 4 fives. All right, so we also have the 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like you intend to have a conversation with this individual, especially after seeing that Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck just a moment ago. Um, you really want to come forward and plan a way, you know, to where you guys can work together and build here on this connection. Because at the bottom of the deck here, we have the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. Yeah, because you want to let go of this burden here and experience this success, this growth with this individual. And in order to do that with the 7 of Swords, you're going to have to be very strategic. Not so much in the sense that of how everybody sees the 7 of Swords, it's like lying, stealing, cheating, but in a way of like just having to like be strategic. All right, Scorpio. These are the messages that I have for you at this time, and I do hope they serve you well. Be gentle with yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye now.